So today we'll be considering what services can you offer on Upwork to earn money online. Welcome, I am Sunday, a top-rated plus freelancer across multiple platforms, and I've earned thousands of dollars freelancing online, and I am here to help you achieve the same thing. Today, my attention is on aspiring freelancers and freelancers who are considering changing their niche, changing the kind of services they offer on Upwork. If you are thinking, what services can I offer on Upwork? What kind of jobs can I do on Upwork? What can I do to make money online? How can I get remote jobs I can do from my home? What can I do? What can I do on Upwork? This video is for you. If your thoughts are similar to this, fasten your seatbelts. Let's dive into this together. Okay, according to CNBC, the gig economy has seen a sharp rise in the number of professional freelancers in the past years. Not only has professional freelancers increased in numbers, but their income has skyrocketed, and this has boosted the US economy by $1.2 trillion. Hence, the gig economy has attracted many, but a great percentage of people that are attracted to freelancing don't make it past the beginner stage. Don't make it past the end. Some people don't even get entry, don't even make $1 before they get frustrated. That won't be you, since you're watching this video and you would see other videos where I would be guiding you on the step you are to take, how you are to relate with clients, the way you are supposed to present your proposals, the mentality for freelancing, and a whole lot of other things. Why many people are frustrated with freelancing is because they don't have the knowledge of how to optimize their freelance platform of choice. So, before I talk about the skills that you can easily learn and earn from as a freelancer, let's talk about the skills you already have. How can you leverage it for freelance purposes? Option 1, convert your existing skills into a digital skill. What do I mean by this? For instance, if you're an accountant, you don't necessarily need to learn how to do graphic design or start to learn how to develop a website. If you can do that, that is fine. But then you can use that accounting knowledge. Probably you have an idea of how to use Peachtree software. You can go on a freelance platform and then be a Peachtree expert or an account auditor, stuff like that. But some aspects of his profession, accounting tutor. So that is what I meant by converting your existing skills into a digital skill. Number 2, focus on the digital aspect of your profession. Most professions perform multiple functions. A surgeon, for example, may be able to provide medical consultation and medical research. He cannot freelance as a medical surgeon because that service requires his physical presence for the best delivery of that job. He can freelance as a medical writer or a medical advisor on Upwork, Fiverr, and other freelance platforms. Another example is photography. If you're into photography is an amazing skill and it's valuable, but it is too geographically restrictive. That is, your client has to be in your geographical location to be able to use your service. But what you can do is this. There are aspects of photography that you can freelance with, and an example of that is photo retouching, photo manipulation. So anybody can take a picture in the US, in Canada, in Russia, in Ukraine, in Yugoslavia, in Vietnam, in India, in Nigeria, Paraguay, in US, and send it to you in whatever country you are. Then you can retouch the picture and send it back to them. So photo manipulation, photo retouching is something a photographer can do in terms of online freelancing. Number 3, learn a new digital skills or improve on the ones that you seem to already have for the purpose of freelancing or tailoring it purposely for freelancing. Now let's consider some of the lucrative skills you can learn for the purpose of offering services on Upwork. Number 1, video spokesperson. I particularly love this because it's in high demand and not enough people are offering it online. A lot of people don't have the confidence to stay in front of the camera and present just like I am doing. Some people, especially for those of you who can speak very well, who have very good voice, and you have access to a very good phone, you can start with that. I saw a guy on Fiverr. The video doesn't even look quality and the guy is getting a lot of gigs because it is not an oversaturated niche. So please, if you have what it takes, you might read more about video spokespersons and you can offer that service on Upwork. Number 2, video scripting. 1001 persons are offering content writing and other services that are writing related. But when it comes to video scripting, a lot of writers, for whatever reason, don't really pay attention to this, and it is a big cash cow. There are YouTubers out there looking out for somebody to write their video scripts for them. If you can do this is a big cash cow for you. And the majority of video scripting jobs, they are retainer jobs. They are jobs that once you get a client, the client would need to make another video next week, depending on the frequency at which the client makes videos. So this is a retainer job that you would keep getting income for as long as you are doing a good job. Number 3, you might need to take courses in scripting and watch some tutorial videos on YouTube about how to script a YouTube video or how to script advert videos and all. But I can tell you for free, if you understand what I am saying right now, that means you academically sound enough to start. You might not be expert in it. Then that's one thing I also observe with freelancers. When you get to a new freelance platform, you would see that Upwork has beginner, intermediate, and expert. Everybody is claiming to be an expert. Don't start with expert. I started with intermediate. I think maybe that's one of the things that worked for me, why I was able to get my first job on Upwork without stress, because the client stated that she wanted an intermediate freelancer. Everybody is claiming to be an expert even without an history to show that expertise, at least on Upwork. At this juncture, if you have not subscribed to this channel, I plead with you, please subscribe. I can assure you that you would get value for it in all my videos. Thank you. So number 3, web designing. There are different aspects of web designing that you can cash out from. Number 1 is web designing. You don't need to learn coding. Yes, if you are willing to invest the time in learning coding so you can do web development proper, impressive, please go for it. But if you don't have the time and you just want to make money, you want a skill you can learn within a month or a few weeks, and then you are making money already, I think you should learn web designing. You might learn how to use a particular platform like WordPress. You can watch some YouTube videos. You can watch some YouTube tutorials on how to use WordPress. It is pretty easy, at least when I learned it. Using Elementor, I use Elementor and it was pretty easy. It's just drag and drop. Then you improve over time. Another aspect of web design you can consider is maintenance. You can maintain websites for people who already created the website. So you just help them with things like updating plugin, uploading content to the website if it's a website that requires regular updates of content, and then you can do sectional redesign of the website. Maybe there is a typo that the initial designer made. You can just go there and make an adjustment. So stuff like that, just basic maintenance of the website. Another aspect is SEO. This is a big one. You can brand yourself on Upwork as an SEO expert. So you help websites that have been created to rank. So SEO is the process of improving the quality and quantity of web traffic to a particular website from search engines. So you can take tutorials about how to do SEO. It's easier when you are learning one particular thing, maybe like you are learning SEO. If you learn SEO for the next 2 weeks, I can tell you are good to go for the job. Then if you are someone like me who loves creating content, any form of content at all, and you can do this for websites, especially text content, you might brand yourself as a web content creator. So this is for you if you can help businesses in achieving their marketing objective and customer communication with good web content. The good thing about website related gigs, like you offering web related service, is that most companies, most startups are having website and they need in more people and more people. There is an increasing demand for people who can work on websites, so you can make money from that. Number 4, graphics designing. There are so many aspects of graphics design that you can specialize in. You can brand yourself as a graphic designer if you have a stronger second specialized profile, or you specialize, which is highly recommended. You can specialize as a logo designer. So on Upwork, you are seen as a logo designer. You can specialize as a UI UX designer. You can specialize as a Canva designer. That means you just use Canva. You can specialize as a business card designer. You can specialize as a brochure designer. You can specialize in 2D and 3D animation. You can specialize in package designing. You can specialize in book cover designing. You can specialize in infographics designing. That was the first job I got on Upwork, infographics designing job. Every serious brand needs visuals in all forms of their marketing and communication. Hence, the high demand for designers. So you can learn design in many ways. If you are totally green in terms of designing, you can start with Canva. You can start with a software like Adobe Illustrator. You can watch YouTube tutorials and learn from friends. If you have a friend who is a designer, you can ask them to teach you. I think the basic teaching might just take place in 1 or 2 days. I'm not saying you will become an expert in 1 or 2 days. I'm just saying the person can introduce you to the tools, then you continue watching tutorials yourself, then you improve over the months. Number 5, video editing. The world is migrating fast from still images and still graphics to motion graphics and videos. The world is migrating from still image content to video content. Hence, smart marketers are getting skilled towards video ads and creating video content for social media platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. There's even this amazing thing with Facebook, the Metal generally. Facebook Incorporation, now Metal. One thing about them is when you are running an advert and then you use a video, your conversion rate tends to be higher when you use video content. That is my personal observation running campaigns. So for Twitter, for Instagram, and even for TV commercials, if you're interested in learning video editing, you can go for sophisticated softwares like Premiere Pro, After Effects, and the rest. Even DaVinci's Resolve, Final Cut, these are not even sophisticated or complex. They are getting simpler. Adobe Premiere Pro changed their interface in 2022's edition to be simpler for newbies. And if you don't want to learn the sophisticated software, you can go with softwares like Descript, CapCut, InShot, and other similar softwares that are AI powered to make your video editing process easier. Most clients are after the result you get, although some clients will specify the exact software they want you to use, but just learn one software. And one good thing with video editing is that if you can use DaVinci's Resolve very well, you would not need to be taught Premiere Pro. You can jump on Premiere Pro and within a short period of time, looking at things around, you just find yourself understand. It happens to me. I use Adobe Premiere Pro a lot, and then the first time I opened DaVinci's Resolve, I had an idea. You have the option of having your interface look like Premiere Pro. So if you are familiar with Premiere Pro already, they make the DaVinci Resolve interface look like Premiere Pro for you. Another aspect you can niche on in video content space is translation. You can translate, you can transcribe, you can also be a subtitler. So you can be a transcriber, you can be a translator if you understand multiple languages or more than one language. You can be a translator. That's a big advantage for you. And you can be a subtitler. Being a subtitler doesn't require technical know-hows like color grading and all. You don't need that. So you need to learn how to do that. Those are things you can learn in 1 day. I guarantee you can learn how to be a subtitler in 1 day or 2 days. Let's jump to the next one. Skill number 6, content writing. This service is one of the most demanded services across freelance platforms. You can do this, or you can learn about copywriting. So you can write advertisement copies. You can write advertising or sales copies for brands across the globe. Being able to offer these services makes you money online. Number 7, digital marketing. This is a broad niche, but you can specialize in different aspects of digital marketing. Number 1 aspect is very popular and easy to learn, the SEO. That's the search engine optimization. The search engine optimization, that means you can learn to help websites get traffic organically. That means unpaid traffic. You can also specialize in helping to set up Google and social media campaigns. Everything you need is right on this same YouTube you're watching me. You can watch videos about how to set advertisements up on Google. And after watching a number of tutorials on that, maybe for a week, you can brand your Upwork account. You can brand your Upwork account as a professional in this. So people would contact you and give you jobs. Then also social media advertisement. Not many people know how to run advertisement on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the rest. So if you can take your time to learn how to do this, then you can go on Upwork and brand yourself as a Twitter advert expert. I love that. If you go to Upwork now and you search for Twitter advert expert, you will not find as many people as you would find when you search for graphic designer. So still under digital marketing, you can brand yourself as a social media manager. So if you can manage your personal account well, or you've been privileged to manage the accounts of brands or a small business before, I tell you, you might need to learn a bit more or be more deliberate about learning things about social media online, or you can take some free courses or paid courses on Coursera, on Lynda, on HubSpot Academy or Skillshare, and a couple of other platforms that offer free courses, and you would be able to manage social media platforms efficiently. Content is gold in this our generation, and content is king. You have a high tendency to make money if you can create, publish, or distribute valuable and timely content consistently in order to draw in or keep the attention of a targeted audience and ultimately encourage profitable online customer interaction. Content marketing is for you. Another thing you can do is email marketing. Email marketing sounds like a big word, but if you want to start it as a freelancer, yes, there are many aspects of email marketing, but you might just start with taking a tutorial on how to use MailChimp. So you can brand yourself as an email marketing specialist on Upwork. Clients are out there on Upwork looking for email marketing specialists, somebody to be sending out their emails, like sending out their bulk emails, like using platforms like MailChimp, SendGrid, and the likes. Another thing you can do still under digital marketing niche is specializing on a particular platform. For example, Amazon specialist, Amazon KDP specialist. So you can help people publish their books on Amazon. You can help people publish their book on Amazon, or you can help people publish their stores on e-commerce platforms, or publish their works, their tutorials, their books, publish their tutorials on Kajabi and the rest. Help them publish their stuffs on Shopify. As easy as this is, if you can open a social media account yourself, there's a high likelihood that you can undo some of these things. You just need to, you get experience over there. I'm not saying you would start and be an expert. That's why I'm saying if you're just setting up your freelance account, it is best for you not to put expert at the beginning. You put intermediate or even beginner. Some people are looking for beginner. Yeah, it might be a low paying job relative to an expert job, but at least you can break that jinx of getting your first job on Upwork. Number 8, coaching and consulting. No, I'm not talking about the aspire to perspire to inspire motivational stuff here. I'm talking about you being able to give reasonable support to a client as they advance, improve, and take necessary positive actions, maybe in business, maybe in music, their personal life, able to assist the clients in problem solving and improving existing solutions. Consulting, on the other hand, informs a company or its personnel what they must do to get a specific result. Helps the company to identify what they must do to get specific results. Help them identify a problem and prefer solution. So you can offer consultancy or coaching services on divorce, in career, finance, on fitness, and on marketing. Marketing majorly is an hot cake. because most organizations are putting their marketing games together, and when they are not getting conversion, they might be looking for a consultant who can look into their models and then tell them where they are getting it wrong and profile a solution on how they can better achieve their marketing goals. Number 9, virtual assistants. So a virtual assistant is an independent contractor who works outside of the client's office to provide administrative support to the clients remotely. So you can work from Nigeria as the virtual assistant of a CEO in the US, or a CEO in Australia, or a CEO in Cyprus, wherever in the world, or a CEO in Canada. So what you do is, from a distance, you help the person in responding to emails, phone calls. You help them schedule their meetings in Calendly and the likes. You help them book their travels and accommodations, manage calendars, create presentations as assigned to you, and in some cases you help them manage their social media platform. Just some basic tasks like that. So you can brand yourself on Upwork as a virtual assistant. A lot of people are looking for virtual assistants on Upwork. And the good part with virtual assistant gigs on Fiverr, on Upwork, is that in most cases, the client wants to retain you and pay you consistently for as long as you keep doing a good job. Isn't that interesting? Number 10. Music production and music lessons. So if you have these skills, some of us cannot sing the re mi fa sol la ti do ti la so fa mi. You see, my voice sounds somehow, but some of you are experts at this. You can play musical instruments. Some of you have the capability to teach people how to sing. You can leverage on this and teach people this. So you brand yourself as a music production expert or a music tutor on Upwork. If you can help people across the world to develop, to create, and to refine recorded music, then music production will be a good service for you to offer on Upwork. So if you can give instructions in playing a musical instrument or singing, that could be your freelance honeypot. Lick it. So let me talk about other skills you can consider for freelancing on Upwork. You can consider voice acting. You can consider being an English tutor. You can brand yourself as an English tutor on Upwork. You can edit blogs for people. Blog editing. Blog editing is something you can consider. Proofreading. Proofreading is a service you can consider as the service you offer on Upwork, helping people proofread their academic writing, their books and stuff like that. Project management. So if you have project management skills, it's time to set up your Upwork account. Money is waiting for you. So copy editing. Copy editing is something you can do on Upwork. Translating services. You can translate. You can also take it further by doing app testing services. Data entry. This is one of the easiest services you can offer. You can research about data entry. If you are good with data analytics too, I think it's something you can offer on Upwork. Ebook writing. If you can ghostwrite book, then you can offer brand strategy and consultancy. You can offer online and academic research. Lastly on my list, you can be a freelance artist or illustrator. That means those of you who studied fine art in school, you can design NFT. You can even specialize in just NFT. So note that you are not limited to my suggestions so far. There are 1,001 other things you can do on Upwork, but the ones I have mentioned has ushered your thought into the kind of things that you can offer on Upwork. So let me know in the comment section what service you are offering on Upwork, if you already have a service you are offering on Upwork, or what service you are changing into, or what service you are considering to offer on Upwork. I would love to read that. I will surely respond. We have come to the end of this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And don't forget, smash the like button. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, I plead with you, please subscribe.